Imagine a life where every opportunity feels like a big, fat, terrifying no. Now imagine transforming that no into a triumphant yes. Sounds like a motivational poster, right? But for Shonda Rhimes, yes, the Shonda Rhimes, queen of Thursday nights and mastermind behind Grey's Anatomy and Scandal, it was a game-changing reality. In her book Year of Yes, Shonda takes us on her hilarious, heartfelt, and brutally honest journey of learning to say yes to life, even when it's uncomfortable, awkward, or downright scary. But let's be real, we're all guilty of hiding behind a no every now and then. That party we don't want to go to, that opportunity that feels a little too big for us, or that random hobby we've been dying to try but are afraid we'll fail at. Shonda's story isn't just about her. It's about all of us. In this audiobook by AudiblePages, Shonda's story reminds us that sometimes the most transformational moments happen when we muster up the courage to say three little letters. Why yes? Main points 1. The power of yes. Shonda's wake-up call. Shonda's journey began with a simple but devastating comment from her sister. You never say yes to anything. For someone as successful and creative as Shonda, this hit hard. It wasn't that she didn't have opportunities, she just wasn't embracing them. And why? Fear. The fear of failure, judgment, or simply stepping out of her comfort zone. Sound familiar? In her year of yes, Shonda committed to saying yes to everything that scared her. Public speaking? Yes. Attending parties? Yes. Playing with her kids instead of burying herself in work? Yes. These yes weren't grandiose. They were small but powerful acts of courage. Let's dive deeper into one of these yes moments, her decision to give a commencement speech at Dartmouth College. Public speaking was one of Shonda's biggest fears. But instead of letting the fear win, she embraced the challenge. In her speech, she shared stories of failure, resilience, and the importance of saying yes to life. The result? A standing ovation and a newfound confidence that rippled into other areas of her life. Key takeaway: saying yes isn't about recklessness. It's about openness. It's about acknowledging the fear, but choosing to move forward anyway. Imagine the growth waiting on the other side of your own yes. 2. The joy of saying yes to yourself. One of Shonda's most profound lessons was learning to say yes to herself. As a workaholic, she had mastered the art of putting everything and everyone else first. But during her year of yes, she realized that self-care isn't selfish, it's necessary. She started prioritizing her health, saying yes to exercise and healthy eating. She said yes to therapy, yes to boundaries, and yes to unapologetically owning her space. One memorable moment? Learning to love her body, just as it was, instead of waiting for some perfect version to arrive. In one particularly candid story, Shonda talks about her struggle with saying yes to downtime. For years, she wore her busyness as a badge of honor. But by saying yes to rest and relaxation, she discovered the power of slowing down and being present. This shift not only improved her mental health, but also reignited her creativity. Key takeaway: saying yes to yourself means honoring your needs, setting boundaries, and embracing who you are. It's about realizing that your well-being is the foundation for everything else. 3. Saying yes to the awkward, scary, and uncomfortable. Let's talk about fear. That little voice in your head that screams, "What if you mess up?" Shonda's year of yes was full of moments where fear tried to take the wheel, but she refused to let it. From giving a commencement speech at Dartmouth to dancing on national television, she pushed through her discomfort and came out stronger. One particularly poignant story involves Shonda saying yes to vulnerability. She opened up about her struggles as a single mom and her fears of not being good enough. And guess what? The world didn't implode. In fact, people related to her even more. But let's not forget the humor. Shonda's account of her yes to appearing on The Ellen Show is both hilarious and inspiring. As she recounts, her nerves were off the charts, but her willingness to lean into the experience led to one of the most memorable moments of her year of yes. Key takeaway: growth lives on the other side of discomfort. The things that scare you today could be the moments you look back on with pride tomorrow. 4. Saying yes to play and joy. As adults, we often forget the importance of play. Shonda's year of yes reminded her of the simple joy of playing with her kids, laughing, and being fully present in the moment. She realized that saying yes to joy isn't frivolous, it's life-affirming. One of her most touching stories involves her daughter asking, "Mom, want to play?" Her initial instinct was to say no and finish her work. But instead, she said yes. They spent hours building forts, dressing up, and laughing until their sides hurt. That moment became a turning point in her journey, a reminder that joy often comes in the simplest forms. Key takeaway: joy isn't something to chase, it's something to embrace. Saying yes to play and laughter can rejuvenate your spirit and deepen your connections. 5. Lessons for all of us. The yes mindset. Shonda's year of yes isn't a one-time experiment, it's a mindset. It's about approaching life with curiosity, courage, and a willingness to grow. Here are 3 actionable ways to adopt the yes mindset in your own life. Start small. You don't need to say yes to skydiving tomorrow. Begin with something manageable, like saying yes to a coffee date or trying a new hobby. Reframe fear. Instead of seeing fear as a stop sign, view it as a green light. Fear often signals that you're about to step into something meaningful. Celebrate wins. Every yes, no matter how small, is a victory. Take a moment to acknowledge your courage and growth. To bring this home, Shonda shares a story about saying yes to writing her memoir. It was a deeply personal and vulnerable project, but it became a source of healing and connection. Her willingness to share her truth inspired countless readers to embrace their own yes. Key takeaway: the yes mindset is about living fully and authentically. It's about recognizing that life's richness comes from stepping into the unknown. So, what will you say yes to today? Shonda Rhimes' year of yes isn't just a memoir, it's a call to action. It's a reminder that the best things in life often lie just beyond our comfort zones. Whether it's a new opportunity, a relationship, or simply saying yes to yourself, every yes is a step toward a fuller, richer life. As Shonda says, you can only dwell in the world of no for so long before you become numb. Saying yes brings you back to life, to connection, to joy, to purpose. So go ahead, take a deep breath, and say it with me, yes.